If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Family, I need you to smash up the like, smash up the like, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Click that thing in right now. Click that thing in right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. Going straight in, fam, we got a Chicago woman. I'm sure many of you guys remember this story from 2019, February 2019. This woman name is, I think it's Anjanette. Yeah, Anjanette Young. She was at home in the privacy of her own home, changing clothes after a work event. And 12 uncivilized mutts stormed her house and put handcuffs on her, raided her house, put handcuffs on her while she was naked. She's screaming, meanwhile, "You got the wrong house. You got the wrong house." They totally ignored her pleas. She's standing there naked, mind you, handcuffs. The woman is like losing it. Like she's screaming, she's crying, she's yelling, she's going through all of these ranges of emotions and letting these clowns know that they got the wrong house. It took them 10 minutes to give that woman a blanket to cover herself. 10 minutes. Which lets you know, fam, not only were they wrong for doing what they did, but, you know, a lot of these people, man, they just ain't got no type of humanity. They have no decency. Because even if you didn't know somebody, if you were walking down the street and you saw, you know, somebody naked that was exposed and was screaming and out of their mind, at the minimum, you try to pull off a shirt, anything, grab something to try to help them cover themselves, you know, right? This is the way civilized people behave, right? So for 10 minutes, they just totally, you know, had this woman exposed, just standing there in front of 12 strangers inside of our house, just bust through our house, looking for somebody who they could not find inside of our house because, as their dumbasses discovered later, the person they were looking for did not live in that house, nor was that person a known individual to the occupant of that house. There's no amount of money that can right a wrong like that, in the words of Anjanette. She got paid $2.9 million. That woman was traumatized. And I'm going to tell you, I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care how much money you need, how bad things are. You can be broke, about to be evicted and everything right now. For somebody to strip you, to have you butt naked, exposed, cameras. I mean, we talking about like just, we talking about strangers got you handcuffed and naked and bust in your house. You handcuffed and naked. They bust in your house. You handcuffed and naked. And they doing whatever they want, pushing you around, going through your stuff. You don't know if you're going to live or die. Imagine how traumatized that made her. Ain't no way that woman could have peace and know how she live in, even if she go take a million of that 2.9 and buy herself a house, $1 million house. It ain't going to remove the trauma because she'll never feel comfortable in her own house again. People who've ever been violated in their own home know what I'm talking about, even if they wasn't home when they were violated. If you've ever had your home broken into, you got to get the hell out of there. You like, man, even if you stayed, maybe you stayed out of convenience. Maybe you stayed because you couldn't afford anything better. But you didn't have another peaceful night in that house. Somebody busts into your house, man, and violates you. It's going to be hard for you to get peace. And you'll never forget that experience. These clowns, 12 of them, the dirty dozen, wasn't even reprimanded. The Chicago police don't get enough credit for the chaos that goes on in Chicago. But they're right there, fam. Make no mistake. Yeah, you see a lot of Black folks in Chicago news daily about shootings and stabbings and all this type of stuff, murders. But you don't see the hand that rocks the cradle. You don't see that part. You don't see the ones who know that the murder gonna go down and they sitting back watching, thinking, looking, instigating. Yeah. How is it they got police everywhere on every block? They watching everything, but see nothing every time something go down. They always Johnny come lately. They are never on the scene when it go down. They always show up after it go down. And you can't tell me it's because the killers are being careful. These dudes today are more reckless than they've ever been. They don't even think before they go out and do any type of crime, any type of dirt. They just do it. It's like they want to get caught. They're trying to go viral. They go do it and they get away with it. They turn on the camera. Look what I just did. Look what I just got away with. Oh, yeah. I'm at the house right now. 9200 Smith Street, baby. Yeah. That's how they do. People are a trip, man. People are a trip. The Chicago police have always been amongst the worst in America. They've been amongst the worst. You can make a case for literally hundreds of police departments being the worst. But Chicago police is among the worst. But they get a pass because they got on uniforms and they got guns and they got badges and they took an oath and they're on the payroll. So they got the whole protect the hood, protect the city starter kit on. They got the starter kit on. They got the hero starter kit on. That's the police. That's what these police uniforms are. Hero starter kits. So they get a pass because they got the starter kit on. They get the benefit of the doubt when they walk into the courtroom, even when they're lying through their teeth. They get the benefit of doubt because they got the hero starter kit on. Let me tell you something, fam. Crime, corruption, hatred, miseducation. The miseducation of the American people. Mass incarceration. None of this stuff is possible without the people at the top. They all got their hands in everything I just said. They all getting checks. That's right. That's right. That's why they don't want me on social media. Because I'm going to tell it like my mama used to say, T.I. is. I'm going to tell it like a T.I. is. Yeah. The police said they had a valid search warrant for that woman's home. The information they used proved to be faulty. And the man that they were searching for didn't even live there. This is according to the Chicago Sun-Times. So the city agreed to a $2.9 million settlement in December 2021. Last week, Chicago's Office of Inspector General released a report detailing the aftermath of the raid and the city's response. The review outlined how individuals across Chicago Police Department, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, and the Mayor's Office failed to address the wrongdoings in the raid. Did you hear the name of these so-called legitimate institutions that I just named? The Chicago Police Department, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability, and the Mayor's Office. How you gonna win, fam? You got the Mayor's Office who's not doing their job, and you got the police department who won't do their job. And you have a DA who won't do their job. You got a DA who won't do their job, and you got a prosecutor's office who have members who are too cowardly to call the DA out. So this is how corruption prevails in so-called civilized societies. See, when you think of civility, oftentimes a person who ain't got enough sense think along those lines. The Chicago Police Department, the Mayor's Office, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability. That's why you can't get caught up in them titles. Don't get caught up in the titles. Get caught up in the actions. Okay, it's a police department. Okay, what kind of police department are they? Who is the chief of police? Who is the sheriff? What kind of deputies they got? How do they treat the people? What kind of rating does the people in that city, that township, give them? What type of community service are they involved with? You can't get caught up in police station, police department. You can't get caught up in that shit. Get caught up in the actions. Don't worry about the titles. What about the actions? Don't get caught up in the mayor's office. What kind of mayor is she? Is she looking out for the city, or is she just there to get a check and move around and get all the perks that come with being a mayor? The Civilian Office of Police Accountability, are they there as a shield to protect the police department, or are they there for the people? Apparently, in this situation, they was not there for the people, because Anjanette did not get any justice from any of these entities that were supposed to protect her. The number one job of a prosecutor is public safety. That's the number one job, public safety. You can make the same argument about police officers. That's their job. That's what it should be. At least that's the lie that they tell us. We know why it started and all of that, but that's the lie that they tell us. But for them to be like so concerned about public safety, they sure do a lot of public violations. They sure do a lot of killing members of the public. They do a lot of beating police, a whole lot of police beatings around this country. And then when somebody call them out, all of a sudden, we're here to protect, and he's just a thug from the streets who's got a felony on his record, and da-da-da-da-da. And then the slow pokes be like, well, he is right. He is a felony from the streets. He is a felon from the streets. Ooh, man. Man. Well, we got a long way to go, man. They did this woman dirty, man. Can you imagine, fam? Can you imagine? Even if you was a man, can you imagine? I want everybody listening to me to imagine. The cops out there too, because I know there's some cops out there that listen to me too. Shout out to y'all. You know, all the cops, at least that I know that watch the channel that I've spoken to and everything. Y'all show a lot of love. So, you know, you giving me love, I'm gonna give it right back to you. In fact, I'm gonna start off with love. If you doing it the right way, if you riding for the people, you standing up, you know what I'm saying? You ain't, you know, contributing to it. Hey man, you know, I'm with you. So you know, so shout out for that. You know, I appreciate that. But hey, man, we got a long way to go with this. They did this woman so dirty. Can you imagine being in the comfort of your home? And keep in mind too, ain't like you in the house shooting up. You ain't in the house, you know, mooching off somebody or whatever, being unproductive. You ain't sitting around on the internet trying to hack somebody or whatever. You just got off you just came from a work event. That means that you are a tax-paying citizen. At the very least, you are a tax-paying citizen. You are a productive human being. You are in the house that you pay for. And just like that, boom, they come in, they got all access. And they catch you while you're naked in your own house and put cuffs on you and make you stand up off to the side, butt naked, while they walk through your house and do it and look all in your stuff and do whatever they want to do. Y'all know damn well, even if they did do it and they hit the wrong house, it didn't take 10 minutes for them to catch their snap and realize they had the wrong house. At the very least, they cleared it. They cleared it in a matter of seconds. So they didn't have to have that woman standing up there naked all that time. They didn't have to have a stand. They shouldn't have been in a house in the first place. This is why I'm not a fan of these no-knock warrants and stuff, because this gives them an opportunity to do whatever they want to do. If they don't like you, they just come run through your house when they feel like it. They ain't got to have no probable cause, no real warrant, and none of that. Even with a warrant, man, unless a person is a danger to society, and that person is out there wanted for some type of murder or something like that, they shouldn't be able to just bust through your house. And when they bust through a house, when they come through that house, that should not be even a such thing as a botched raid. That shouldn't even be such a thing as hitting the wrong house. They need to hit the right house 100% of the time. 100% of the time. If you can't do it, you don't need to. That shouldn't even be no knock warrants. I don't give a damn if he get away. Do your job better. Go find him. That's your job, not ours. Go find the person that you're looking for, sucker. Find the right person you're looking for instead of running up in people's houses, violating them. You wouldn't like it if somebody did it to you. What if somebody would have done that to any one of their girlfriends or wives or hookers that they mess with? How would they feel then? I don't think that they would appreciate that. But because they the police, they feel they can just do whatever they want to do. And a lot of this stuff that they get away with, it is because you got a bunch of suckers out there who call themselves patriots and citizens or whatever, who feel like the police can't do no wrong. And so if the police do some wrong, well, you know, hey, that's just what it is to keep me safe. So as long as they ain't kicking in doors in my neighborhood, whatever they want to do to them people over there, hey, you know, hey, man, you know, hey, must have did something, had to do something. That's why when they killed Breonna Taylor, everybody's trying to figure out something. They're trying to find an angle so that they could justify the murder, instead of acting like a civilized human being and saying, that ain't cool what they did. Anybody with some damn sense, anybody with empathy, anybody with a human bone in their body would have heard that case first time. You don't need to hear all that other stuff. That first time, you know that was wrong what they did. You know it was wrong. Flip the script. Flip the script. When's the last time something like that happened in a rich neighborhood? You think crime ain't happening in rich neighborhoods? You think that people ain't selling dope in rich neighborhoods? You think people ain't selling cocaine by the pound in rich neighborhoods? Selling cocaine by the pound is what get some of them in these rich neighborhoods. So where is the botched raid for those? They got the FBI on some of those dudes. You don't never hear about them going in. Oh, they killed such and such in River Oaks today. They killed, the police raided the wrong house in Beverly Hills and killed such and such. You never hear that type of shit. Why, fam? They know their beans from their cornbread. They know who they can violate and get away with and who they can't. They picking and choosing who they want to violate. This ain't got nothing to do with the law. These are rogue cops taking advantage of their position, stretching their authority. Y'all smash up the likes, fam, when you come in, going into the comments. Miss Sean, what it do? What's up, Nita B? Real thought. Memphis, stand up. What's up, Willie Ferguson? What it look like? Smash up the likes, fam. Y'all make sure y'all hit those likes. Just like walking into a room, fam. As soon as you walk into a room, it's dark, man, hit that light switch. Bam. That's the like. Hit the like. Boom. As soon as you walk in. Yeah. God said, let that be light. See, when y'all hit that like, it helps with the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, and it gives the video an opportunity to be suggested, and coming to people who may not be familiar with the channel. It goes into their suggestion column, and so it gives the channel an opportunity to grow. Mayor MC, what up? What's up, Prince Gucci? Feet Funkerson. Wayne Harris. We are simulcasting. We got YouTube and Facebook in here. What's up, fam? If you're following me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Willie D Live. That's where it go down mostly, on the YouTube channel. And if you're on YouTube, follow me on Facebook at Willie D Official. I do put content on Facebook that doesn't go on YouTube and vice versa. Somebody said, what's the solution? Fam, if y'all don't know what the solution is right now, by now, I can't help you. Ain't nothing I say gonna change your mind. Ain't nothing I say gonna wake you up. This ain't my platform and they listening. So the best I can do is tell you to read between the lines. I'm conversating, you read between the lines. If you can't figure that out, just think about it. You know what? It's kind of like when somebody say, what's the solution? Well, long story short, it ain't nothing we've done in the past. That ain't the solution. If it don't work, if it hasn't worked, that ain't the solution. If it worked, that's the solution. Angelina Jordan. LeakU.com. What's up? What's up, Miss Piggy? What it look like? Yeah, fam. Crime happen every day in rich neighborhoods. Not and I'm not just talking about residential. I'm talking when you drive down these streets, even in the richest parts. I can tell you some of the richest areas in Houston. Houston got a bunch of rich areas, but you know, some of the more elite, long-standing rich areas like the Galleria and River Oaks and Memorial, West U, those businesses are littered with criminals who work there and who own those places. You ever notice how when you walk in some certain stores, you ever notice how you walk in certain stores, might be in like a high-end mall or something like that, or just in a high-end area, and you never see cars in the front? This, it costs body parts to rent the place, right? To lease. It costs body parts to lease it. And you never see more than one person in the store. And usually that one person is the person working in the store. They got all this expensive stuff, this expensive merchandise and stuff. No customers, never, ever. How do they do it? And why aren't they being questioned? Why aren't they being investigated? Come on, fam. Ride by these buildings. Some of these buildings, man, ain't, when you look at these buildings, the building look beautiful, but inside is all kind of corruption on every floor. People in there embezzling money, committing all kinds of crimes. Having secret meetings to undermine the government. All kinds of stuff, fam. And let's not talk about what happens in Congress. Let's not talk about all the crime, all the criminals in Congress. But if they commit a crime, they get a felony, they get the felony wiped away just like that with their buddies. But me or you catch a felony, hell, we pretty much stuck with it for the rest of our lives. Now, they ain't got nothing on their record, so they continue to be considered an upstanding citizen. They got their suit on, their nice, expensive Calvin Klein or whatever they wear, and they go to nice places, eating expensive dinners and stuff like that, and they're considered to be reputable, got access to all of the fancy places, and so they get a pass because they got the starter kit on. They got the hero starter kit on. Come on, fam. Don't be fools, but you got a lot of people that's slow in the head. They think crime only happened in the hood. Some people so slow in the head, they actually believe the stats where you see all these black people in prison. They see all the black people in prison, and they think all these black people are really in prison because they're committing more crimes than everybody else combined. They think that's the reason why they're there. Some people ain't got the sense God gave them. And some people, I do believe God just skipped over. You know what? I know I'm not supposed to be biased, my child, but I'm not going to give you any sense because I'm getting low. I'm running low on sense. So I'm going to skip you, and again, I'm going to skip you, and I'll skip you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Okay. Cap Queen. I like that. Cap Queen. Yeah. William Hoffa, what's up? Original first mother. That's what's up. And look, fam, these cops doing things like they did to that woman, it's going to get worse because American citizens really are among the weakest in the world. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that, but think about it. Every time something happens, we give away more rights. Every time something adverse happens, they go in with a plan, rewrite a law, write a new law, whatever, and next thing you know, we got a little bit less rights. It happens every year. They take away a little bit more. Every year they take away a little more, little more, little more, little more. Next thing you know, that totalitarian regime, that's what we're gonna have. And let me tell you this. It might be a Democrat in office when it happened. It might be a Republican in office when it happened. Because at the end of the day, it's just about what party do you want to go inside of? Same people. Same people. They just have different parties. You know what I'm saying? My party right here, man. We're going to have one party over here. And we're going to have another party next door. But it's the same people. Depending on what kind of music is playing, it's the reaction you'll get. Oh, come on, man. Y'all don't hear me, though. Y'all ain't hear that part. John Thompson, what up? R1000. The trip part about it, fam, is like we, the people, are stronger. We always have been stronger when we work together. But a lot of us, we so easily manipulated, man, they start running them numbers and they start getting those people who stir the pot, get them going, and next thing you know, we can't concentrate. All of us are getting played, you know, all of us. People think that what goes on in the hood, they think that kids being denied education, kids dropping out of school and getting caught up in the streets and going to juvenile or going to prison, they think somehow that's making them safer. It does not. What'll make you safer is if everybody felt that they had a shot. What'll make you safer is that if everybody had hope, if everybody could have their needs met, all of their needs met, and most of their wants. That might be a bit of a stretch, but those are the things that can make you safer. What will make you safer is people who have knowledge of conflict resolution. That's what will make you safe. People that know how to channel their emotions in a positive way when they experience letdowns and setbacks. That's what would make you safer. But they're not going to talk about that. And they're not going to address that because they don't want you to feel safer. They want you to feel afraid so that you can rely on them for protection and you can keep on giving them money. You can keep on getting more cops on the force, keep on buying more cops, more crime, more cops, more crime, more cops. Nothing changes but inflation and their budget gets bigger and bigger and bigger every year, but there's still no improvements. There's no improvements in community relations, but the budget continues to grow. That's not even consistent with progress. That's not consistent with progress. Where do you see a company that continues to fail but has a bigger budget every single year? That don't even make sense. But all they got to do is scare some of y'all. Oh, he's a killer. He's a killer. We got to try to make the neighborhood safe. That woman got raped. See, people gonna always those type of things are gonna always happen. But the police cannot stop a determined mind. One of the things, the hardest things to stop is a determined mind. And that's good or bad. That's if that mind is determined to do good or bad. It is very difficult to stop a determined mind. So the police can't stop that. They can't stop the guy who raped the woman. If that's what that dude want to do, if that's what he really want to do, they can't stop him from doing that. But what could happen is that we as a society could promote values that say, look, we need to have more money diverted to social services. So perhaps if this guy's mother and father, first of all, had the right education and resources before they brought him into the world, maybe they could have planted something in him that would have given him empathy for other human beings, where he would not go out and violate somebody like that. So that's where it starts. Before he even got here, it has to be addressed before they come into the world. And then once they get here, what are we doing from the time that they're kids? You can't wait till they're grown. You can't wait till they're teenagers. But from the time that they're babies, what are we doing as a society to make sure that kids grow up to be healthy, productive human beings? Ain't nothing really there. You got school and all that kind of stuff, but the school don't address mental health. It's not addressing conflict resolution. It's all a hustle. The way I see it, it's a hustle, one big hustle. Nubian Kinpo. Yeah, investing got its place. I'm definitely a rider for investing. By the way, crypto is down, and you better believe I went and bought me some today. Yeah, I buy the dip. I buy the dip. The trip part about it is that most people that invest, they invest totally backwards. They buy when the coins are at all-time highs, and they sell when it's dipping. If you buy something, if you invest in something that you believe in, if you invest in a solid project, if that project is solid, what goes down will come up. I was talking to Russell, the CEO, Russell Arman, the CEO of Saitama today. And he told me about how if somebody had invested in Ethereum in 2016, if they had just invested $5,000, they would be worth $20 million today. Just investing $5,000. Now, obviously, you're not going to win on every coin. It's a crap shot. But man, $5,000. He told me that Ethereum was at one point $1. I looked it up. I couldn't believe it. I said, $1? I don't ever remember Ethereum being $1. So I had to go look it up. And I realized I just wasn't locked in on Ethereum at that time because I never remember it being that low. But obviously, you know, it got by me. So there was a time when it was actually 66 cents. 66 cents. So if they had invested then, that would have put them closer to like $9 million, $8.5 million. I mean, not $8.5 million, I'm tripping. That would have put them closer to, let me see, 20, 30, more like 37 million. Man, just investing $5,000. So I don't know another industry that a person can legally do something like that in. That's why I love crypto. I love it. I mean, you know, if there's any gambling I do, I gamble on business. I gamble on business and investments. That's what I gamble. I don't do the chance gambling like casinos and all that kind. I don't do that stuff. You know, I will. If I found a casino, if I found a token on the floor at a casino, I'd cash it in or give it to somebody. I'm not going to even put it in the machine. I don't do any type of social gambling. So yeah, I went and bought me some more Saitama tonight. And if it drop again tomorrow, I'm gonna buy some more tomorrow. Yeah, I'll buy the dip. That's investing one-on-one. Buy the dip. Oh, and this is very important. Only invest what you're willing to blow. Only invest what you're willing to blow. Blow money is entertainment money. That's money you didn't have to spend. You spent it for your own entertainment. Or maybe you gave it away, but that's blow money. So if you got something you want to invest and you're trying to think about, well, what should I invest? How much should I put in? If you believe in a coin, I say put in as much as you can that you're willing to blow, because there are no guarantees whatsoever. You could lose whatever you invest. You got to look at it like that. You might lose everything. When you use blow money, you lose everything anyway. Blow money, think about that money you went to the club and you bought the bar. You know, you spent $2,000-$3,000 at the bar. You know, you jumped on a plane, went to Miami, went to the Bahamas, you went to Paris or whatever. And all you got to show for it is some pictures. That's blow money. Got some pictures and some memories. Now let's look at that 5 racks. Instead of going to Paris on that 5 racks, let me take this 5 racks and put it into some crypto. And let's see what I'm looking like in 5 years. Might be worth $30 million, $37 million. That's the power of crypto. And if I lose, it ain't no different to me than if I would have lost paying for a trip to Paris. Ain't no different to me. Money gone is money gone. You want to buy some Saitama, the easiest thing to do is to sign up on a website like Binance or Coinbase and get yourself some Ethereum. You got to buy some Ethereum first to trade Saitama. So You get yourself some Ethereum first. And then you transfer that Ethereum to your Trust wallet. Get yourself a Trust wallet. There's others that you can use, but I use Trust. So get yourself a Trust wallet, and then you swap your Ethereum for Saitama, and you're in the game. When Saitama is finally ready to go live, I'll be using Saitama as a wallet. But right now, Trust wallet is the main one. Trust, and I'll use MetaMask. I mean, not MetaMask, Uniswap. I use Uniswap to trade, Pancake Swap to trade. I use Binance. I use Qcoin. I use about 8 different websites, because there's certain stuff that you can't get on certain sites. So I've been having a lot of these. Accounts for years. I've been in the crypto game for a minute now. I think I'm an OG in crypto. I think I'm a crypto OG. Yeah. Yeah, take a look at that. I was curious about that crypto OG. I looked it up. Somebody wants $16,988 for that name. They're not going to get that. Nobody's going to give them that kind of money, unless it's somebody that's already calling themselves that, and they don't want to give it up, and they got that long paper. Janesta Coleman. Jeremiah Whitley. What's up, Jeremiah? Lady Legend says, well, is you crypto rich? Nah, we don't call it that. We don't call it crypto rich. The phrase I think you might be looking for is crypto millionaire. That's the phrase you're looking for. TT baby, what up? SLP Ground Sound Music. Mark Pinckney. The church lady. The church lady coming through with the game. Yeah, somebody said, Thurman Holmes says, but that's money you was gonna mess up anyway. Right. Like I say, you getting ready to blow some bread anyway, right? I mean, think about it, fam. If let's say you in the giving mood. Let's say you got some bread to blow. You in the giving mood. We're gonna use something minimal, right? let's say, you know, you ain't no ball or whatever, but let's say you got your income tax check and you're sitting on about, you know, 3 racks, right? Got about 3 racks. You want to ball out a little bit. You're going to go do something fancy, go to a fancy dinner, take the baby out, buy some, you know, take a little, get a little nice dress, some shoes, all that kind of stuff, you know, go eat and all that, you know, maybe take a little trip to the next town or something, come on back, still got some bread, might want to, you might even decide, you know what, I'm going to, you know, I got enough bread right here, I'm going to give my little nephew $300, whatever, get him a little, you know, what those PlayStations cost now, 500, whatever that number is. I'm gonna buy him that, you know what I'm saying? He's a good kid, so I'm gonna buy him that. What about just saying, you know, instead of just giving this person this 500, because he'll survive, he's a good kid, so he don't really need a PlayStation 5. He'll survive. How about I take that 500 and put it into some crypto? You put it into the right coin, that thing, that 500 could turn into, you know, that 500 could turn into, you know, 50,000 or 500,000. That's the power of crypto. It might take you some time to get there, but imagine putting $500 on something, then forgetting about it, not even watching the charts or nothing, just 500. I ain't worried about it. The next thing you know, you look up, wait a minute, whoa, $50,000, $500,000, 100,000, 200, $1 million. Now I can spend that 500 on nephew and help fund his college if I wanted to. I can do something for him long term. Put some money away from him, really look out for him. Invest in a new business or something. Man, I be trying to make money grow. I'm not, you know, I like money, but I like to see money grow more than just liking to have money. I'll make my money work for me. I got to see that money grow. I get upset when my money don't grow. When money just going out, it ain't coming back in, it's not flipping. I don't like that. You know, I get beside myself. I have to do something about it. Got to pray on it. No, I'm kidding. I don't do no praying like that. I don't be praying on money like that. But I got to do something though, fam. I don't feel right, you know. Came too far to just blow it. Came too far. Janesta Coleman. What's up, Detroit? Detroit in the building, D-Town. All right, fam. Richard Harper, what it do? I'm going to let y'all go, fam. See LaShawn checking in. Mr. F this. Yeah. Okay, fam, that's it. That's a wrap for me. Enjoy the rest of your evening or wherever you are, fam, in the world. Until next time, no more talk.